Chargers. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Well, not many folks would jump straight to Ryan Fitzpatrick when you talk about strong-arm quarterbacks, but if he's lasted this long, and he has, he's got to be doing something right.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
on third down now. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams. But Justin Herbert looking comfortable here in season number 2. He looked comfortable in season number 1 for that matter. But what's the game plan for defending and trying to limit him?
Oh, you've asked a really difficult question there because you're right. Year 1, he looked like a 5-7-year veteran, and he's only going to continue to get better. But with a guy who throws such a pretty ball and has such a great arm, throwing the long ball has got to be a blast for him. He wants to push the ball downfield. Doesn't mean he can't make all the other throws, but I want to take those away first and make him beat me by being accurate and dinking and dunking all the way downfield.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And some space here. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. They'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. It's a 1st down and more for Gibson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Fitzpatrick. Set up the screen for Gibson. Room to run inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fitzpatrick now. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop. How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Fitzpatrick. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. It's a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days at Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result, because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out right at the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Fitzpatrick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out.
It got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
14, he's going deep.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissick wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the 2nd most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissick, a wide receiver in college.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Fitzpatrick taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. But we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Herbert now. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Herbert hooking up with Cook for an LA first. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Herbert off of play action. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm scared.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Logan Thomas experienced a breakout season last year at the age of 29. Converted from playing quarterback, he finished 3rd among tight ends with 72 catches, and it certainly looks like his future is awfully bright.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Regular.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run with Gibson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. Toward the pylon, caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin from 8 yards out.
And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
eluding the pressure right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Fitzpatrick now.
Humphreys with a reception.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Out to the right to Humphreys. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Fitzpatrick.
Finding Samuel.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
2nd down, ball on the 3, first down marker at the 1-yard line.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jerry Tillery in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So